What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. 6th Sense team member John Bowling. Once again, talking about, that's right, 6th Sense Panorama. Specifically, the 9-inch. My favorite one. Just because it is the best gizzard shad imitator. Here's the deal. What are we going to go over in this one? We're going to go over what y'all seen in the last video, and that's that line-through rig. Recently, 6th Sense, because they dropped yesterday, these baits dropped yesterday morning. If you know, you know. If you didn't know, now you know. And 6th Sense made a video with the Dalton Smith showing you how to rig this bait. It was 5 ways of how to rig it. I think I've pioneered this. I've talked to some of the guys at 6, showed them this when I figured out how to rig it, and they was like, wait, show me more about that. It is a line through 6th Sense Panorama. You're going to go, John, how do you rig it? We're not going to go through step by step. I'm not going to show you exactly like you push this here, do this here, whatever. I don't have this one rigged, so I'm going to walk you through how this one's rigged, but I'm also going to show you what you need. So, first off, you can't do it without a 6th Sense Panorama. You'll head to 6thsensefishing.com, pick you some up if there's any left in stock. If there's not, hit the notify me when available. Set your email in there. We'll let you know when these are available, and y'all jump on them when they're back available again. But here you go. What are you going to need? You're going to need a 6th Sense Panorama. Go to your local hardware store for this. Get you some rivets. I don't know the size of this rivet. I apologize for that. But it's a fairly large rivet. Like, it's pretty big. It's what you would replace the rivets in your live well door with. You're going to need this. You're going to need a set of pliers. You're going to need 6th Sense Peg X. Little bobber stop pegs. And a 6th Sense tungsten. On this size bait, I tend to go 3/8 and up. I go from a 3/8 to a half to a 3/4. I like a half in it as a happy medium. If I'm fishing slower, I like a 3/8. Slower and shallower. Let me add that. So what are you going to do? So out of the pack, on the 9-inch, it's very easy. On the 6.5 and smaller, you will have to take some scissors and cut a little notch off the nose to make it sit better. But on the 9-inch, it works perfect. So what you're going to do with your rivet is you're going to grab it with your needle nose as such. Where the long piece is down, you're going to hit this on the rear deck of your boat, front deck of your boat. Hit it on something firm, and you will pop the rivet pin out of the rivet. And you're left with this little round piece right here. Like, perfect. Now, you're going to use the pin. What I want you to do is reverse it. It was in here like this. There's a little ball on the end of this rivet. Right there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. It was in here like this, stock. As you can see. I want you to reverse it. Put it through the top mushroom end. And just let it hang there. As such. Just let it hang there. Now, what you're going to do, and we're going to do it into this one, then I'll show you. You're going to go through the mouth line of this bait and follow the exact bottom of the gill plate and come out at the bottom of your gill plate. And you're just going to push. You're going to start it in like this, straight in. Then you're going to angle it as such and just push in till you come out around right in here. Like this. You're going to come out around right in here. Once you get that in there, take you a little bit of super glue, pop it back out a little bit, add you some super glue up here, push it back in, you're golden, it's not coming out. Now, what you're going to do, run your line through it. Once it's in there like that, y'all can see it came out the bottom of the gill plate. What I want you to do then is take you some scissors. Can't be a big pair though, has to be a smaller pair of scissors. And wherever your hook's going to lay or where you think it's going to lay, cut you a little bitty slot all the way up to your rivet. You want your rivet hanging out. Cut you a slot that looks like that into your bait. Just go in with your scissors, cut you out that slot. Pretty self-explanatory on that. But Then you're going to run your line through it. It's going to come out like this, hence line through. You're going to put a 6-cents little bitty peg X on the top, add your weight, put another peg X, then tie on your treble. This is a 2/0 treble hook. I like the 2/0 with this size bait. Tie the knot of your choice, cinch them down as such. Now, where does the slot come in? If you'll look on every single treble hook, and this is a treble off of a 6-cent C25. It's a 2/0 treble hook. If you'll look on every treble, there's a treble that lines up with the eye like that right there on every 6-cent bait. Lines up with the eye. Other brands will line up like this. Just make sure you find one that lines up one way or the other. Simply push the weight into the little bitty slot you cut, and then take your hook point and just put the hook point right into the bottom of the bait as such. Pull it tight, get your weight down in the slot, and there you go. That allows this bait to be fished perfectly vertical. Looks exactly like a gizzard, but when it dies head first at a slight angle like this. I mean, sometimes it will lay flat, sometimes it'll roll, but for the most part, what I've seen is this bait will do a slight turn and then fall, and then you give it just your pop, jerk, whatever, reel handle it, whatever you want to do, and it comes back up like a shad and then falls back down again. Comes back up like a shad and then falls back down. There you have it. Hardware store rivets, 6-cents peg X, 6-cents tungsten, and a 6-cent 9-inch Panorama, or the Panorama of your choice. There you have it. There's the line through Panorama by 6 cents. Y'all go pick you some up at 6centsfishing.com. Use the code Bigfoot when you do. I would greatly appreciate it. And then there's how you rig it as a line through. And then they bite it. It does line through things. And there you go. That slides up your line. Your hook swings free. Can jump all they want. Can't throw it. There it is. The infamous Panorama line through. Hey guys. Thank y'all for tuning into the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you have not yet, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Follow my other socials. Because this is what we do. We rig great baits in unique ways and catch giants and teach y'all how to do it. So I'm getting off here. There it is. 6 cents line through Panorama.